Hi all, this is Dave, and today's big hairy idea is, what does it mean to truly be free? So we're entering into the season of Passover right now. The holiday is only 1 week away, and Hannah and I actually sat down earlier and we took the whole Haggadah, the story that we read throughout Passover, and we divided it into different portions so that we could give different segments to our different guests so they can prepare in advance. And we're getting all excited. We're starting to clean our house, and we're getting into this whole Passover section. And Passover really is the holiday celebrating our freedom. It's a time that we celebrate the Israelites going free from Egyptian slavery. And there's a very bizarre passage that I have in my book, The Key of Rain, where the prophets of Israel are celebrating Passover. They're celebrating their freedom while they are hiding in a cave. They're in the middle of a war. There's a king and queen who are out trying to kill them, and they have no choice but to hide underground, barely getting enough food and water to live on. And there's the question, are they really free or are they not? And Lev, the main character, thinks they're clearly not free. These prophets used to be able to wander around the country. They used to be able to lead the people. They used to prophesy to the people. They were leaders, and now they're basically prisoners. That doesn't strike him as freedom at all. And Tamar, this prophetess, says they're completely free. They could leave the cave tomorrow. And not only would they be safe, they'd be honored. All they'd have to do is bow down to the queen's gods, and they'd be free to go, and nobody would harm them at all. And she says they're free because they're choosing to connect their souls to something higher. And the freedom to connect to your ideals, to plug into what you believe, is what true freedom is about, she tells Lev. And this story was not completely original, I have to say. That I took this story from somewhere because I took it, in fact, from the Haggadah itself. Because in the Haggadah, we get a story about 5 rabbis who are spending the entire Passover night discussing the Exodus from Egypt. And in the morning, their students come and they say to them, "Rabbis, enough talking here! Don't you know that it's time to say the morning prayers?" And in fact, the rabbis didn't know it was time to say the morning prayers. And the question is asked, how can these 5 great rabbis not know that it's time to say the morning prayers? And one of the answers given is because it's during the Bar Kokhba revolt. That these rabbis, just like the prophets in the book, were hiding in a cave as people, in this case Romans, were trying to kill them. And so they had no choice but to discuss the Exodus while hiding underground. But they were free to pursue their ideals and say, you know what? Not everything is going to go our way. And we could choose to leave our ideals and just go with the Romans, and life would be easy for us. But that's not really the freedom we seek. Freedom does not mean that everything is going to go your way. Freedom can be incredibly difficult at times. And choosing to live a life that is dedicated to your ideals can be fraught with challenges. But being able to choose your ideals and choose that you're going to live your life that way is what freedom is really all about. And so I want to bless everyone as we're getting into this season of Passover, and we're getting the energy of Passover and our freedom and redemption. You should really ask yourself, like, what are my ideals that I want to live for? And how can I be more free to live those ideals? What can I do in the state of freedom that I have to really live this incredible life that I dream of living, that is completely dedicated to what I believe a good life should be composed of? Take care.